When Chris and I were talking about two major issues today broke relating to very high-profile judges and possible bias. One involving Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas and new revelations of years of lavish, fully paid-for vacations at the hands of a big Republican donor, which we'll get to in a few minutes. But I want to start with the judge overseeing Donald Trump's criminal case in New York and a campaign donation that at the least seems to create a perception of a conflict. Judge Juan Merchan, who's presiding over Trump's 34-count indictment in Manhattan, seems to have donated to the campaign of President Joe Biden in 2020. It was a small donation, $15. But it's not about the amount of the donation. Think about the effort it takes to go to a website and give the money. Merchan made the donation in July of 2020 through Act Blue, an online fundraising platform for Democratic candidates and causes. You have to put in your information and your credit card, etc. Again, the amount seems secondary. The larger point here is whether this is enough of a potential conflict to have him recuse himself from the case, meaning step down. It sure seems to at the least create the appearance of possible bias. And it wasn't just Biden he donated to. Federal Election Commission reports show Merchan also made two other small donations the day after the Biden donation, $10 to, quote, Stop Republicans and $10 to Progressive Turnout Project. The American Bar Association Model Code of Judicial Conduct prohibits judges from soliciting funds for, paying an assessment to, or making a contribution to a political organization or candidate. So should Judge Merchan recuse himself in the Trump case? Look, I think he acted very fairly in the Trump Organization trial, which he presided over. But on this one of Donald Trump personally, in an exercise of caution, I would think that he should step down. Joining me now is Bruce Fein, former Associate Deputy Attorney General in the Reagan administration, where he worked on a variety of ethics issues, and Kendrick Payne, an ethics expert at the Campaign Legal Center. He formerly served as Deputy Chief Counsel, the Office of Congressional Ethics, and we just mixed up the two of them. So the one I introduced first was not Bruce Fein. That's Bruce Fein. Gentlemen, good to see you. Appreciate it. All right, so Kendrick, let me start with you. Do you think that this should be grounds for the judge to say, you know what, there's at least the perception of a conflict, and I'm going to step down?
You're dealing with two rules here. One is the rule about whether he should make a campaign contribution, and the New York rules are clear that he cannot. So that has to be addressed. When it comes to the recusal, the legal standard is whether the impartiality of the judge can be questioned. And you have to think about the fact that all these contributions really show is that he's a Democrat. Well, is it enough for him to be a Democrat to be recused from this? And if so, does that mean that a Republican being the judge needs to be recused? I think overall what needs to happen is for this judge to publicly come out and explain why his impartiality should not be questioned.
But isn't it different when the leading Republican candidate is the defendant? I mean, doesn't that make it less about just more broadly a Democrat versus a Republican and make it about, well, this defendant is the leading Republican candidate who this judge donated money to defeat in the last election?
Any judge who sees this case voted for somebody, either President Trump or former President Trump or President Biden. Typically, you would not have this be something that causes someone to have to recuse, but this is not a typical case. So I do think that the judge will have to come out and say something because you don't want this cloud over the results of the case, which will be decided by a jury, by the way.
Bruce Fein, it's $15. Does that make a difference?
Yes, it's because it's public. You vote in secret. Nobody knows how you vote. Even if it was $5, justice must be above suspicion. Justice requires that justice be seen to be done. And those are elementary principles literally centuries old. And there's no compulsion for the judge to make any campaign contribution. In a similar way, I was appalled when, during 2016 campaign, Ruth Bader Ginsburg was calling Donald Trump totally unqualified, a wretch, and all sorts of other things, obviously indicating a prejudice if Trump cases came before the court if he was elected. So we understand what's sacred here is the process. And I think we have to look at this, as you insinuated, Dan, in context. This is not an era of good feelings. This is an era of extreme polarization. There's suspicion between the red and the blue.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.